Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. This morning's read is going to be about how you'll know if they're the one. There's certain signs in relationships and indicators that you are a true match, that they are going to be faithful, that they find you absolutely captivating. There's all kinds of nuances. And I'm going to go over what your choices are, and I'm briefly just going to do a rundown of some stuff I studied last night. It was like a refresher in um, what really attracts people, and they are really, really true indicators whether or not something is going to be lasting, whether they're really involved and invested in this relationship, and also things you're going to be feeling. And it doesn't matter male, female, it goes around both ways. There are just these things there, intuitive feelings that things that they say and do and express that really sort of cement the relationship and know you're on a really firm foundation. So I wanted to use the beautiful gem cards and some pieces I created last night. I was so excited. And as I was going through the deck, I was like, oh, I have corresponding crystals. And I thought everything turned out so beautiful. And the morning light is glorious. So number one is going to be Picture Jasper. And I made these great chokers. And I put extension chains on them so they can be different lengths too. I put little extra gold chain on them when I send them to people so they can be all different lengths. And I love a little sparkle with pearls, and I use some Picture Jasper in bright green. It looks amazing. Number two is Lapis Lazuli, Self-Knowledge. I love this stone, and I love it especially in necklaces because it's the communication stone. And when you wear lapis right over your throat, your collarbones close to where you're speaking, I feel like it really clarifies and creates clear communication. And I love these bars. They look really, really beautiful. And then I made these earrings actually to match this, and they look stunning. I love sun and moon pendants. I love them with like a really dark sparkly stone and or gold. I just think it's really punchy and beautiful. And this is one of the masterpieces. This crystal, it's really hard to get these beautiful, really hefty, substantial ones. I mean, look at that compared to my thumb, how big it is. And it looks so remarkable in the sun. And when I wear this, because I put it on when I wear a style like this, I just really feel light. I feel like I'm collecting light. I'm collecting good energy. It's really, really beautiful. And I actually put stones like this on my tarot decks when I'm cleansing them. So I really like that. And then it comes in a cord so you can have it be any length. Absolutely adore this. I hope the sun pops back out because it looks so pretty with the twinkling light. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Now I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee and let you decide. Again, Picture Jasper number one, Lapis Lazuli number two, and Diamond and Illumination number three. Just to clarify, you guys, I think you know that's not a diamond. That's a clear crystal quartz. Diamonds going very inexpensively at my Etsy store. All right, just a little sip of coffee there. Yeah, and if I didn't mention, I'm going to put, these will all be placed in my Etsy store, and my link's down below if you guys want to go have a look. I am very excited to get going. When I started reading this information last night, I was like, Okay, so we are going to start with number one. I'm just going to pull one tarot for your overarching energy on this. Whoa, and you have the Empress. So this is really remarkable. I'm already feeling with this group. This is crazy. It's like number one thing that they're interested in you and you're going to be able to tell is your eyes. It's not the amount of mascara or eyeshadow you have, but they will notice if your eyes display sadness, grief, happiness. Your eyes will tell them if your smile is genuine and if you enjoy being with them, and vice versa. So you pay attention to that. If their eyes are really emitting joy and a nice connection when you're speaking, that they're engaged to what you're saying, that is a very clear indicator. And I feel like definitely with this Empress card that you're going to be able to notice that. Now, another thing, whether they enjoy life or you enjoy life, except for your smile and your eyes, they're going to notice the way you walk and you talk, and you will them as well. These are all indicators of your personality and your overall contentment with your life. And with this Empress card, you're really feeling it. You're feeling in your power. You're feeling confident. You're feeling like you know the universe has your back, and they're really, really attracted to that. The Empress knows, that things are in order, that she doesn't have to concern herself with gossip or any little trivial matters, that life is just working smoothly for her. And she doesn't have to sweat it, right? Another thing, I'm gonna pull the next card because I'm already hearing a message, and let's see what's going on with this. A new romantic cycle begins. Yeah, you're emitting this love vibration. It's really, really high. Now, one of the things that's doing this is, and you can bring up your vibration as well as you watch funny, uplifting shows. You work somewhere you love and it sparks your creativity, because I feel like other people are really tapped into people that are creative, because that means they're imaginative. That means, they have a whole spectrum of thought that is not just either materialistic or factual. It's a whole nother realm, the fairy realm, the fun, the spirit, the sprite, all of that. Okay. Listening to high vibrational music, which I feel like you do. Try to see what they're listening to as well. Is it inspiring? Is it really good music? Spending time in nature. I feel like when you spend time in nature together, you yourself or separately, that's something that people really respect and love about somebody. I mean, would you really want someone who literally lives in a closet and never leaves their house and is like very antisocial? I mean, you can be antisocial, but be in nature. It's very healing. It's very calming. And that's a very connective sort of entity for couples as well. So, that's something that if you do together, that's a really beautiful relationship bonding moment, right? All the things you see, hear, and smell. Another thing is being peaceful in a quiet, clean space is going to help you raise your vibration in theirs. You know what I mean? Just a small little area of your room where you feel like it's very sacred, a cleared kitchen table with nothing on it to distract you. If you're doing a little bit of soul work, just a few crystals, whatever, a really clean, clear space, I feel like that will also be really helpful. Now I'm going to pull another crystal card. So friendship. So you'll be able to tell too if you can do things on a friendship level, go see a baseball game, do male, female things that interact, go for walks, go shopping together. You go with each other to get your haircuts. You do these simple things, these little tasks and things together. That shows that they're interested in what you're doing. It's like, hey, do you want to come in, and you can kind of tune into their energy and be aware how they feel doing something and see how you feel doing stuff with that. Now, I want to just ask you a question. Do you know what affects your energy daily? Okay. If you're spending time doing things that don't help you grow or don't help you get inspired, your energy levels will lower on the vibrational scale. But if you're spending your days doing what you love, learning and expanding and working on your dreams and goals, your energies are going to be way high. Your vibration, you're going to feel it, they're going to feel it. And that's one of the main attractors for people. And that's what makes them stick by you, and you them is a high vibration. People with vitality, focus, energy, creativity. I mean, do you want just some dullard that doesn't care about growing, doesn't want to learn a damn thing, could care less about what you're going through or feeling? No, right? The opposite is true. And that's sort of what you emit, this beautiful caring vibration, and that is very, very helpful to kind of purify this too. Remember too, your environment. Nurturing is another factor that determines a person's personality. Are they nurturing? Do they care what you're going through? When they show you that they care, like if you're not feeling good and they want to bring you soup and care for you, that's an indicator that they are really invested in this relationship, right? And also pay attention to, how much they rely on their exterior. You know what I mean? Male or female. Do they always have to have the best clothes, the best car, the best everything? Because that's kind of an indicator that they might feel like they're lacking within. However, somebody who doesn't care if they're comfortable to go out in their sweats and they don't have to have all the trimmings and all the polished things. They feel good about who they are. They don't always have to have this massive facade. I mean, we've seen that in school. If you go back to high school, people that are they have to be dressed to the nines all the time, right? Now, this is really, really important too, in asking yourself, how do they treat the people they don't know? And they're also noticing how you treat the people you don't know. If you're generous towards waiters and you behave kindly, they'll notice it. You know what I mean? If you're all of a sudden snappy with an Uber driver, or you think people are just in there to be a service of you, or vice versa, that's an indicator that somebody's kind of on faulty ground, because it's like you're one way with one person, but one way with another. So when your kindness emanates everywhere, which I feel yours does, they are going to feel that. Now, lastly, you have the beautiful turtle energy, which is saying you are determined, with strength to follow through on what's best for you. You're strong, healthy, and unwavering in your body, mind, and spirit. You're comfortable and you feel at home in your body. Your connection with the cycles of the moon and the planets is strong. And that's a healthy, happy indicator that, you are a solid person. You're like a solid bed. They want to be with you because you're determined, you have strength. There are some people like they have a million things they want to do, but they won't even take the slightest step towards it. That can be very frustrating for a partner or somebody who's trying to travel and navigate their life along with you, because we really do share and exchange energy. So when somebody's motivated, creative, and fun, it helps the other individual. And I feel like you do that for them. And they're like, wow, I'm really in this to win it. And also I'm feeling right now too, part of why they're really connected with you is show the world the real you, that you do show who you really are. You're authentic. Now this means you have opinions. You're the type of man or woman who doesn't just nod to everything and say yes. They see you as an equal because you have your own ideas about things. You have your own philosophies. And because of that, it's like they're kind of proud of who you are. You're an individual. You have individuated and you're not like just going with the crowd. You ever see those people where they go, oh, yeah, to absolutely everything. You don't know really what they want or what they truly feel because they're people pleasing and saying yes to everything. But you're not like that. And they are so proud of that, you know. And if these people are yet to be in your life, these are your next relationship, you know, and they're just going to find you absolutely strong, stunning, opinionated in a great way, which means, you know, you have a certain take on the world that's individual. I love that, you know, you're going to establish a friendship and they feel that friendship vibe from you. And that's very important. Male, female, it doesn't matter. If you both have a sense of humor, things like that. I love this, the new romantic. And also romantic, you know, they love a little romance, and the Empress loves to be romanced. So that's ideal. So beautiful energy. Good book. Whoa. That would be the cat. Oh my gosh, that scared me because I'm in a different environment so I can have the window light and I didn't even know what that was. So anyway, could you please not do that, Winter? Love and light to you. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you want to check out my Etsy store with all my jewelry and everything, everything is down there. So now we are on to number 2, lapis lazuli. So let's see what's going on. You have it's time to take action. So another thing, if they are trying their best to impress you right now, or you them, you know, you're captivated by them. If you're really trying your best, you're putting on your smart hat, your attractive hat, all that stuff, and you're really putting on a polished demeanor. It means, and they are doing that to you, because we all remember times when we wanted to be seen and validated by people we liked, right? We did quite a few things to impress them. You know, didn't we? Well, with a man who's powerfully attracted to you, he'll be manifesting this as well. A man who's attracted to you, or a woman, will go above and beyond to impress you. They'll want you to reciprocate their feelings, and they'll do everything in their power so you'll like them. Dressing nicely, appearing and trying to be as successful as they can, portraying themselves in the best light, so you have enough material to fall for him too. It's so funny. Now the cat's at the door. I'm like, I can't with them. Now, this is another indicator. I'm feeling this too. They will also get agitated or annoyed when you mention another man or woman romantically. Okay, there's something about this that means that they're really into you and they want only you, because all of a sudden they don't want anybody else coming in and taking that space. That would really annoy them. That would put them off. So watch their face if you're ever talking about something. And again, we're not trying to bring in exes. That's something that someone finds very unattractive, and it's very irritating if you're constantly talking about your ex. But if you're bringing up something like, oh, I once went here with my ex, it's this and that, you watch them, you'll definitely be able to feel that, you know, there's an issue there. It's really cute. Now, another thing, I'm going to pull a card because I feel this is important. Oh, this is cute. Stepping out of your comfort zone. This is me. If they'll step out of their comfort zone and do things with you, that means they're really trying in a very big way. Like if you want to go to, say, ballroom dancing, or you want to go to some show that just really isn't their cup of tea and they want to go, or if you want to go to the hair salon or the nail salon, but you want them to keep company and they're like, yeah, I'll come with you. They are so determined to spend time with you. They don't care where that's at. And vice versa. If a man wants a woman to go to a baseball or football game and they're not sports enthusiasts and they decide to go, that's showing that you're invested in a good time for them and you're willing to, you know, kind of learn and adapt to that, right? Another thing is pampering. I'm definitely feeling this. You've awakened the fire in him or her and they want to spoil you, okay? And they'll do that without thinking twice about it. A little gestures, you'll be able to tell, you know, you just mentioned something and then the next day it's in a little box for you and they're like, oh, I remember you mentioned you like this. That's really cute. So your main card, wow, is Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is another thing too. They want to make you feel special and appreciated. Do you feel that way? Because if you do, they're going out of the way. They're going out of their way. They're remembering things you're mentioning, feeling, or wanting, and they're trying to provide that for you in a special, loving way because, they want you to feel special and appreciated. That's very important. So it's not just holding doors open or buying flowers or chocolates, actually appreciating you for who you are and what you stand for. So when there's a strong connection between two people, you don't only stay and show your support for superficial things. You love those things that truly matter. That's a man or woman who's powerfully attracted to you and will make you feel special and appreciated because of who you are, not how you look. They will support your dreams. They will cherish your drive and everything to show their support, that they'll be there for you. And that's the biggest support no matter what. And that's definitely this Queen of Pentacles. You're earthy, you're grounded, you're driven. They're going to support you. And that shows, that they're there for you, that they see you as a long-term or forever person, which is really, really beautiful. So, oh, that's gorgeous. Now I love that. So you have the dolphin energy too, which says, I understand communication from others, including what isn't said. Peacefulness and playfulness are mine now and always. I go with the ever-changing flow of life. I'm just making sure winter doesn't jump up here. I breathe deeply in the oxygen that replenishes my body. Every breath increases my life force and my vitality. So that's another thing too. They'll be playful with you. They'll want to do fun things. Everything isn't so serious. Carnivals, fun things, romantic things, fairs, all of those things, medieval fairs, fun, really cool things. Just trips to the library, museums, beautiful romantic things that they'll go out of the way to make a special area for you. So look, you also have Candy Cane Angel as your last card saying it's time for a treat. So that's another thing. They'll just want to treat you. Every little thing you mention, oh, I saw this thing, I love it. You'll see treats arriving, little things that just indicate that they're listening to what you're talking about. And this also says time for a treat too. Treat yourself to a manicure, pedicure, a spa day. It's time to relax and have these beautiful love, dreamy feelings that bring things into the 3D and actually have them occur because you're tapped into that loving, giving energy. So beautiful, beautiful group. 2, I am adoring that for you. Playfulness, you just being treated like a king or queen by them, you stepping out of your comfort zone and going to funky places because they like it. It's time to take action. They're going to help you stay motivated, focused, and centered on your whatever drives you in your dreams, because when you succeed, they succeed because they adore you. So beautiful energy. So I love that for you. So lapis lazuli, very good energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my links are down below. If you need a private read or you want to check out all the beautiful gems in my Etsy store, my Patreon, everything is over there. Come see me on Instagram at Sparkrist11. I do daily posts and memes and chat with everybody over there. It's a lot of fun, and I met a lot of great people over there, so I really love it. So beautiful energy. So now we're on to number 3, which is diamond and illumination. I really love that. So let me give... This is funny that you have 10 of Cups and illumination, because here is a clear indicator too. Seeing only you. This is the ultimate sign of a man or woman's attraction. It tells you that they obviously only have eyes for you. They will not run away from committing to you, deleting all the dating sites, stopping any communication with people and exes. You are his number one priority. He or she will want to know that it's your image that keeps them awake at night, and they want you to know they want to wake up to you for the rest of your life. You give them this fulfillment. You fill all their cups. They don't need anybody else. They don't need to peruse Facebook, Instagram, or all these things, because these are just images. These are just, kind of false alliances in a real way when it comes to the male, female, or whatever, whatever that connection is with that other person. Doesn't matter, male, female, but what it is it's like you don't need all these extra people in your periphery, because they are your main focus and you are their main focus. And that's really beautiful. It's funny how quickly people become disinterested in the past when the person in their present really matters to them and they become the focus. Because the fact is, they want to be with you. If they want to be with you, they'll be with you. If they're attracted to you so strongly and powerfully, you are not going to be able to miss that, right? Everything else is just lousy excuses we mistake for attraction or love. If someone wants you, they will make sure you're aware of it, okay? It doesn't get more simple than this. You will feel that 10 of Cups, like, wow, they are really, really there for you. Now, I love this because this is saying it's easy for you to take time and contemplate thoughts. You observe thoughts, words, feelings, and actions. You're going to be able to see what they're doing. Do they mean what they say? Are they there on time? Are they saying good night to you? Do they want to get close to you first thing in the morning and say hello? If they're not already there with you, your mind is going to be completely clear. Your focused intent aligns with your highest good. That means they're vibrating really high too. They're right along with you. They're in sync with your energy. They're feeling good. They want to help you in what drives you and motivates you and cheer you on and see that you have success. Your journey is intertwined with theirs, so your energy is connecting in a really beautiful way. Another thing too is they're constantly going to want to make you feel special and appreciated in a big way. Not just little tiny things, because this is through calming chaos. So whatever you are going through, the best, the worst, if there was a death or an illness in the family, they don't deviate from the course. They're right by your side. You matter to them. You are a long-term perspective or forever person. Some people do, when things get a little rocky, all of a sudden, oh, I'm sorry, you're going through grief. I think I'll leave you alone for this. No way. They're closer than ever because they want you to heal and feel good. You feeling good is important to them. Oh, look at this. The sewer mermaid, your sensuality is beautiful. Everything that you do is so sensual. You'll notice them looking at you, if you're just doing little things, putting on makeup, putting on lipstick, and if you're a guy, combing your hair, putting on a belt. It's like they notice all those little sensual details, and it's extremely, extremely special to them. Again, pampering each other. They can't do enough for you if you mention something that you like, not just flowers and chocolate, but everything. If you're not feeling well, they want to go get you soup and care for you, all these things. That really matters. Again, them trying their best to impress you in little ways, trying to be polished and together and sociable and warm. And again, getting annoyed when you mention other people romantically because they want only you. Now, the biggest thing that you're going to feel with this is be bold and make the first move. They only want to be around you, and a lot. Like, they try to separate you from big crowds of people. They want to have one-on-one. They want to have romantic time. They want your unfocused, you're on focus, your absolute focus attention on them. Could you imagine if you got together with somebody and you just pulled out your phone the whole time and you were like laughing and texting your friends and you totally ignored them? I've seen people do this in restaurants. If they're like turned off by the people they're with, they just clue out. That's it. They pick up their phone. I'm like, that is so insulting. You know what I mean? But this is the opposite, where you are their absolute focus. They are with your energy. They are plugged in. They want only you. They really, really are showing you you're harder and harder to resist. They're literally fighting with themselves to just not be around you or contact you 24/7 because they don't want to seem like they don't have a life, but they are enthralled by everything around you. And you can feel it in the air. That's another thing too, when the way they look at you, the gestures, all of that, where you just feel encompassed in their absolute love and adoration, right? And another thing is just being super comfortable. That's a clear indicator too, where they don't feel like they always have to dress on, put on their best airs. They share certain things with you, like embarrassing moments or whatever, like, oh, I was getting dressed this morning and I fell down the stairs. Silly little things like that, where they don't have to appear perfect. Another thing, it's like they find you really attractive when you're super excited or passionate about something. Let's be honest, this really goes both ways. Isn't there? And there is really nothing sexier than someone who's truly enjoying what they're doing, right? Like somebody playing guitar and they love it and they're just jamming out that music, or somebody playing a game and they're so into it. Like, I love people that get so into board games that they lose their mind over it. Like, we used to play Risk in my household, and my mother and her friends, I do not remember an evening going by where a friendship hasn't just ceased to exist for at least 24 hours because somebody betrayed her, because they took their troops out of Kamchatka and the game was over. And my mother was the master board flipper. It was hilarious because she was calm in a lot of endeavors in her life, but if you got her going on that, I remember all those little friggin' troops and houses and colors and pinks and greens go flying when she had it. It was so funny. So I love when people get so invested in games they lose their mind. It's hilarious. Again, remember, they want to hear your opinions. That's a clear indicator to what do you really think about this? What do you really think about this social situation? What do you really think about this economic situation? Whatever it is, religious, cultural, what do you feel about things? And when you're speaking, they're really listening. Very clear, humongous indicator that What's important to you is important to them. So super beautiful energy, group 3. I'm really excited. I feel this beautiful love energy coming to you, and this caring, beautiful soul that wants to be with you and connect with you right there on the periphery, if not almost immediately. So I'm very excited. Pull them into the 3D, begin to really envision them and let it happen for you. So love and light. I am very excited. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below with all these pieces that I made. I make all kinds of handcrafted jewelry. There's hundreds of pieces. I love working with stones and crystals, and everything is down there. And if you need a private read, all my links for that as well. So love and light.